Hi, my name is Natasha Sherwood, and this is my persuasive speech. In America, everything is bigger. We have the biggest houses, the biggest companies, the biggest food, and unfortunately, we have the biggest people. America, sadly, has become the fattest nation in the world. Have you ever wondered what's led to this epidemic? Here's a little insight as to how we've taken the term bigger is better to an extremely unhealthy level. Are you aware that the fast food industry in the United States generated approximately $191 billion in 2013? Further, the fast food companies spend billions of dollars every year on advertising alone. Fast food is everywhere, and it's posing serious risks to your health, not only in America, but also worldwide. According to the website www.disabledworld.com, eating fast food has been linked to a number of different health conditions, some of which may be deadly. Health conditions like stroke, obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even cancer. According to the Corporate Accountability International, 1/3 of cancers are linked to poor diet, such as the kind of diet to be found through consuming fast food. This is many times paired with the fact that obesity is linked to cancers of the kidneys and colon. Health risks related to fast food consumption don't only affect adults, but they affect an alarming amount of children as well. Children usually suffer harsher consequences because as they get older, their symptoms worsen. The facts are obvious, and yet Americans still seem to consume this highly processed, high-calorie food, and it's posing serious danger to their lives. During my speech, I will provide evidence that shows the alarming health risks associated with the consumption of fast food. I will also give you some healthy points and different alternative fast food options. First, I will explain the rapid growth of fast food consumption in America and what it's done to our health. Second, I will touch base on the fast food industry and how they treat their workers, the animals, and the environment. And then, lastly, I will provide examples of fast food alternatives that are much healthier for you. The growth of fast food intake has taken a toll on America's weight and overall health. Here's a little more information about fast food in America. In 1970, Americans spent $6 billion on fast food. In 2006, that spending rose to nearly $142 billion. Television greatly contributes to this. Today, the average American child sees about 10,000 food advertisements in only 1 year. Not to mention that the genetically modified hormone called RBGH is given to cows in America to help with food production, even though residue of this hormone have been known to be carcinogenic. Fast food is definitely correlated to obesity and other life-threatening diseases. And eating out in general can increase your caloric intake, which increases your risk of being obese. And this is due to the larger portion sizes that they sell and the overly processed food. According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control, the overall U.S. obesity rate has more than doubled since 1980, with about 2/3 of all adults and 1/5 of all children being overweight or obese. This is correlated with the rise in fast food consumption. Childhood obesity is definitely linked to fast food consumption, and it is an epidemic. It is a serious health problem that increases mortality and has substantial long-term economic and social costs. And it's predominantly caused by the child-directed fast food advertising. Now that I have explained how fast food has impacted America's health overall in the last 30 years, I'd like to explain in detail how the fast food industry treats their workers, the animals, and the environment. Fast food impacts everyone. At any given time, there are about 3.5 million fast food workers in the U.S. They typically work for minimum wage, which is not even a livable wage. These fast food workers also usually work without any medical benefits or the right to unionize, which makes the turnover very high. Fast food workers also suffer from the highest injury rates of all other employment. How animals in the environment are treated. Well, since fast food companies purchase such a large portion of the meat, dairy, and egg products sold by farmers, they have enormous influence on how the animals are treated. They usually suffer a lifelong of pain, and they are treated as interchangeable production units. Organizations, according to the landmark reported by the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization, the livestock sector, one of the top 2 or 3 most significant contributors to the most serious environmental problems at every scale from local to global, is the livestock. Guess who the main supporter of livestock is? You guessed it, the fast food chains. In addition, millions of acres of forest are cleared out every year to manufacture fast food packaging. With companies, this accompanies approximately 1/5 of all the litter in the US. Now that you have a little bit of knowledge as to how fast food treats their workers, animals, and the environment, I would like to give you a few simple ways to minimize your fast food consumption, which is going to lead to overall better health. There is a solution to fast food, and it starts with your conscious effort to minimize your fast food consumption. You can prepare healthy snacks before you leave the house, which will minimize your cravings. When you're hungry, make sure that you aren't driving down main streets, because that's where all the temptation is. And make sure that you educate yourself on food options on the go. This website above may provide you with some really, really helpful pointers on alternative fast food options. Today, I have explained how fast food companies and the overconsumption of fast food has led to obesity in America and other life-threatening diseases. I have given you enough information to help you to make better food choices. I sincerely hope that you will think twice before consuming something that could cause serious harm to your health. Thank you for your time on this serious matter.